Welcome, everyone. This is Araceli, real estate investing coach in the US and Canada. And in my chat with Colette today, we're talking about Colette. Can you introduce yourself?
Of course. Hi, everybody. My name is Colette Rabba. I'm a residential real estate broker in the GTA West. And I also help people not just buy and sell real estate, but also invest in real estate. And that's why Araceli and I love to do the show and talk about real estate and everything about real estate. So today we are talking about hidden costs when you buy a fixer-upper or you have a fixer-upper, and it can be scary because there's a lot of things that you don't know until
You open it up. So the first thing that most people do when they buy a fixer-upper is they get quotes. Maybe you get one or two quotes from different contractors, and when they come in, they walk through the house and they tell you, we're gonna change the bathroom, the kitchen, this and that, and exactly like lots and lots of things. And you say, okay, let's agree on something. Now, when the work starts, that's when everything changes, right?
right.
If
So that's
you're, yeah, if you're removing a
exactly. So that's
floor,
yeah, we love fixer uppers. I honestly, right? Like we both do. We both have
yeah,
experience, even though you may hire a contractor that has experience, or you hire a realtor. Like this is why clients love me, because I walk through a house with them and say, "Oh my gosh, don't even worry about that. That's nothing." Or, "Oh my gosh, this is a big thing." I can guess educated guess that there will be problems with structure because of X, Y, and Z. So it's really hard to promise exactly what's wrong, but with experience, and especially contractors, they may or may not have that experience with an older home, with the kind of structure that you're dealing with.
hmm,
So what do you say about that? Because I know you have a big project
yes.
currently.
Oh gosh, everything change like every like 5 minutes there's something that is changing.
Right,
And it's not because I'm changing what I want to do in the property, but it's because as soon as you start repairing something, you find something else. I'm going to give you an example. I had already a quote to fix a balcony floor. As soon as we
the
open it,
structure, sorry, the
yeah,
structure of the balcony.
well, the structure of the balcony, and um, originally we were just going to replace the flooring
Okay.
because it was so. When it was scraped, we found a big hole in one side. Now we went downstairs to see what happened. So we took the, the ceiling of it,
Okay.
and we found an structural beam that was rotten. So now the scope of work completely changed because now I have to remove the balcony that originally I wasn't going to do
Right.
because that is supporting the balcony. So now what do? Like you
Right.
can't leave it like that because it's not gonna, the way that I was gonna fix it, it's not gonna fix it. It's not gonna fix the major issue, right?
Right.
So that is why we wanted to put this together because you have to be prepared, especially with a fixer upper. If it's an older house, you're going to have surprises along the way, and you can't see them. Most of
Right.
the things will be structural. Some of them will be plumbing. If you want to change a bathroom or a kitchen, it has to be moved. And then electrical, the same thing. You have a stove and you're going to move it to another location because it's more practical, or you want to open up a wall and then you see that, oh my God, there is a lot of knob and tube, lots of electrical there, or rotten pipes. You don't
Right.
know until you open the
Right.
wall,
Right.
right, Colette?
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing that I like. The funny thing is, you and I started talking about the contingency plan. So to
Yeah.
say, okay, I have 100, let's just say magical number, this doesn't, it's not coming from anywhere, but let's just say I buy a house and I have $100,000 put aside to do the renovations. Do not max out your $100,000. Like, don't do that. It's never recommended. You always want to have, for simple things, let's say upgraded tile or upgrading flooring, you want a contingency plan of between 10 and 15%.
Hmm.
But when it comes to big things, and this is why I'm laughing, is because things happen, and 10% or 15% won't cut it. So really you have to say, okay, I have 100,000. I'm not going to spend 100,000. What are the major things I need to fix, and how much is that going to cost? And let's say it's max 80. You go up to 80,000. Even if you have, and I hate to quote HGTV shows. I really, have a problem with that, because I think it's all kind of fake. But when it comes to saying, oh, okay, now we opened the wall and we saw this, we need to take away something else to make sure that you have the money to pay for the thing that really needs to be done. So
Correct.
even though a lot of it is fake and they already know, that they have to do this, it's for the excitement of the show to do it that way. But it does happen in reality. Like you said, you had this balcony, you thought it's an easy repair. When it comes to structure, it's way more than 10 or 15%.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the biggest culprit, that's the other thing. We're like, well, what's the biggest thing about, renovating a property? In my opinion and my experience, water is the worst culprit.
Oh gosh.
Out there. So plumbing issues, water damage with water damages so much, and we don't know, we don't have x-ray eyes. We can't see in between the floor joists. We can't see between the roof and the you can see the attic, but sometimes you can't have access to the attic. So all these things, water is the worst, in my opinion, culprit to increase that amount of money you're going to spend on a reno.
Yeah.
So
and
also
and also I'm going to tell you something as well, that it may not be hidden costs, but if you are not an experienced real estate investor and you might start repairing something out of order,
yes,
that might cost you a lot of money. And I'm going to give you an example. When I actually bought this property that I'm working on, I bought it from a lady that that was her first property, and she thought that she was going to spend very little money trying to repair
quick fix.
Yeah, a quick fix, exactly.
Yeah.
If it's an older house that has been vacant for a while, you for sure going to have surprises. So what she did is, instead of repairing the bigger things that I think are important, the roof, the windows, the foundation, all of that kind of stuff, what she did is she started working on the attic to put walls and started painting. Yeah, cosmetic things. Never, never, never do that.
No.
Always make sure that as soon as you look at the house, the very first things are structural. First of all, you're gonna save a lot of things. Obviously, the house, protect the house. Second is your biggest money pit. So if you're gonna spend money, spend it on the things that are gonna protect your house, and then work on all the cosmetics.
So the big things that, if you don't know what big things are foundation, roof, furnace, windows,
yeah, mechanicals.
And electrical.
So I usually go by 6, so it's easy to remember, right?
Okay, let's do it. So
3 outside.
Well, let's do top and bottom first. So roof and foundation.
Roof, foundation, and windows. So there's 3 outside. Yeah. And then inside, you're going to have electrical, plumbing, and mechanicals.
Wait. 3 electrical, plumbing, mechanical. So inside and outside.
Yeah. So 3 inside, 3 outside.
And I have 1 to add if I have any fingers left.
All right. Okay.
Insulation. Because we're in colder climates, especially in Canada and in the northern US, insulation will give you so much return on your money, but you don't see it. It's not a cosmetic thing. So again, that woman, before she started doing cosmetics, she should have insulated better. I've seen the house. I know that specific one that Araceli's talking about. But really, insulation, even in your own home, if you get an inspector before you buy and the inspector says you should beef up your insulation in your attic, do it. Don't even question it. It will save you money throughout every season. You'll feel more comfortable. You'll enjoy your house, and it will also keep your house better insulated and warmer and cooler in the summer. And the longevity of it will actually,
and you'll save on utilities.
And you'll save on your utilities too. Yeah. So 7. How many
Okay.
fingers do I have?
Okay, so that is pretty simple. And we're going to do an episode on all of these in more detailed way, but those are the things. Everything that will cost you the most money is the things that you don't see. So that's
Well,
it's
sometimes you will see them, but windows, you
yeah,
see through them.
yeah.
Yes,
But
absolutely. Those are the
if you don't
structural
see
things you
it,
do.
you don't know that you're going to have to replace it until you start working on it. So that's what
Right.
we want you to be prepared, especially if you're looking to repair properties that older, that are vacant, like I do in the U.S., or if they are older and they haven't been updated. They might have something behind the wall that you may not think it has to be replaced, but you do
Well,
have to
hopefully it'll
replace
be
it.
$1 million in the wall
Oh
that
well,
can
that
pay for
would
the
be great.
renovation. But you
Highly
know, hope.
unlikely,
You
but
can always dream.
yeah,
Yeah.
or maybe
But
a
no,
gold
that's
gold piece.
yeah, sure. Yeah. Anything of value would be great. But that's the thing. You're buying something of value. So why not put the money where you really need it to continue on to bring value to yourself, to your
Absolutely,
family, to yourself. The property should grow
yeah.
with
And
improvement.
never skimp on these things. So electrical, plumbing, please do not skimp on that. Even though
Yeah.
you don't see them,
And hire
those are the
professionals. Don't do the electrical yourself. Don't do the plumbing yourself. Please don't
yeah.
do it by yourself unless you are licensed electrician, plumber, etc.
Yeah, absolutely. Those things would create the most damage in your property if they're not done correctly.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's it. So if you want to know more about what exactly to do and how to get started in real estate, please let us know. My specialty is in the US and Colette will do Canada. So that's all I have for today. Thank you, Colette, and we'll see you at the next one.
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Bye.